And if you look at the data, well, I'm afraid blacks are raping wildly disproportionately to their representation in the population. I mean, if you look at the number of white men who rape black women and the number of black men who rape white women, it's startling.
What are those numbers? Do you have them?
I don't have them on me, but the white men who rape white women is so inconsequential, it's hard to quantify. It's something like 8. And then the black men who rape white women is in the hundreds.
And that may be based on who's reporting, because
I think you would prefer it if it was the other way around, because it would fit your sort of plantation narrative.
I'm not trying to make it fit a plantation narrative.
Well, I just don't understand why someone who cares about rape can ignore statistics.
I know
it's like you pick and choose.
As a white woman who's talked to many other white women and is a survivor myself, white women are often more likely to report a black assault. They are more likely to highlight that violence and see that as violence. Whereas oftentimes this isn't coming out quite how I want it to right now. But
white women will get raped by a black man. They'll freak out and make sure it gets on the books, but they'll get raped by a UVA jock with blonde hair and go, that wasn't really rape, or no one would believe me, or he's too powerful. Is that where we're at? That's a psychotic world you've painted. I mean,
it is close, though.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. You see, the dominant narrative is your sticker. The dominant narrative in America is white people are evil, white people suck, we should be ashamed of ourselves. And
I don't think we should be ashamed of ourselves. I think that we should take responsibility for the system that we've created.
The best system in the world?
We do not have the best system in the world.
Who has a better system?
There are many European countries that are much better off than us.
Oh, you mean like the European countries with a higher density of whites, like Northern Europe?
That's one way to phrase it, I guess.
You don't mean Turkey.
No.
You don't mean Eastern Europe.
No.
With the communists. So the only time you can come up with a system that's better than America, it's a country that's more white than America. I don't understand.
I don't know what to say to that.
So the reason whites are doing well is because we cheated.
Yeah.
But if you look at the data of Asians, for example, you will find way more Asian privilege than there is white privilege. Asians make way more money than whites. They're way more educated than whites. They are less likely to experience any kind of crime than whites are. They're less likely to die at work than whites are. I mean, the list goes on.
Yeah, they suffer from a different sort of racial stereotyping.
Well, they don't suffer. They're kicking our ass. Everything you can say about white privilege is more true with Asian privilege. No one grabs their purse when it
pigeonholes them.
Pardon?
It still pigeonholes them.
Pigeonholes them as successful? I don't think anyone minds being pigeonholed like that. Hey, Mr. Successful, why don't you go drive a nice car?
It's not near as harmful as how black folks are stereotyped, certainly.
Okay, so why don't you start at the top then, and let's try to dismantle Asian privilege.
Asian privilege, I wouldn't call it Asian privilege.
Well, it fits all the criteria of white male privilege.
What do you mean by that?
They get better jobs. They get better educations. No one sees them as threatening. Everything that you can say that whites cheated to get is more prevalent in an Asian society.